Hello everyone, welcome back to Xylem, welcome back to the world of English. My name is Nasser Faruddin, Faculty of English, and I will be helping you cover the entire syllabus for your upcoming English examination. And this is actually a series of videos. If you haven't seen the first few videos, please do check the video section and consider subscribing the channel for the upcoming videos as well. Right, so let's begin with the chapter, A Question of Trust. In this particular video, I'll be discussing two important chapters from our core textbook. The first one is A Question of Trust. A Question of Trust is a brilliant short story written by a British writer named Victor Canning. Victor Canning is actually a very popular British writer who is known for his crime and suspense thrillers. And let's read about Victor Canning first. Victor Canning was a British writer, as I said, known for his crime and suspense stories, and his works often deal with clever criminals, psychological twist, and unexpected endings. Okay, these are the features of a Victor Canning story. Okay, clever twist, psychological twist, clever criminals, and unexpected endings. In A Question of Trust, the chapter we are going to learn, Canning shows how intelligence without honesty can lead to downfall. Okay, intelligence not alone is enough. You need to have some kind of honesty along with intelligence, and if you are trying to prove intelligence without honesty, it will eventually lead to the downfall. Right, let's read. What is the setting of the story? The setting of the story is a place called Shotover Grange. Okay, Grange means a kind of estate. So this is the setting of the story. The name of the Grange is Shotover Grange. Okay, the story is set mainly at Shotover Grange, a large country house in England, a large estate in England. The events takes place on a bright July afternoon when the family is away in London and only the servants are present. Okay, so you understand the scenario, right? And the calm and silent setting helps the criminal plan his robbery, but also allows deception to take place unnoticed. Okay, the deception is not carried out by the criminal or the mastermind. It is carried out by somebody else, and that is the twist of the story. And who are the characters in the story? We have Horace Danby, the central character, the protagonist of the story is Horace Danby. He is a respectable looking man who runs a lock making business. So in the eyes of the society, he's a respectful man, he's a businessman, he's running a lock making business. But secretly, he is a thief. Secretly, Horace is a thief who robs once a year. Condition is that who robs only once a year to buy rare books. What is the reason behind his robbery? To buy rare books. Okay, it's a strange kind of hobby. But he's finally trapped because he trusts the wrong person. How come? We'll learn. And we have the young lady in red. The young lady in red. She appears charming and confident and claims to be the lady of the house. She claims to be the lady of Shotover Grange. Grange. And yes. But in reality, she's a clever thief. That lady was a clever thief who tricks Horace and escapes with the jewels. Okay? And we have Sherry the dog. Who is Sherry? Sherry is a friendly dog at Shotover Garage. It does not raise an alarm and shows Horace's experience in handling dogs. Okay? And we have another characters, Horace housekeeper. She looks after Horace and worries about his health. Her presence highlights his respectable public life. Okay, so it's a housekeeper of Horace Danby, not the estate's owners. Okay, and we have servants at Shotover Grange. The servants leave the house to watch a film, giving Horace a chance to attempt the robbery. Their absence plays a key role in the plot. And we have the real lady of the house. She's a 60-year-old sharp-tongued woman. Her statement proves that the young lady in red was an imposter. She was a thief. And let's read the synopsis, a very detailed one. Introduction to the story. A Question of Trust is a suspenseful story that highlights the theme of trust, deception, and irony. Trust, deception, and irony. It narrates how a careful and experienced thief is finally tricked by a smarter criminal. The Horace, the central character, is a very careful, very experienced trickster, a thief, but he was oversmarted by somebody else who is better than him, proving that appearance can be misleading. And Horace Danby, a respectful thief. Horace Danby was a 50-year-old and appeared honest and respectful in front of the society. He was an honest man. He was a respectable man. People respect him. He lived quietly and ran successful business making locks, apparently. However, he was not completely honest. Why? He loved rare and costly books and robbed one safe every year to buy them. He planned his crimes carefully and stole only what he needed. Yes, he is a thief with ethics. And the planned robbery at Shotover Grange. Horace selected Shotover Grange after careful study. He knew the servants would be away at the cinema. Wearing gloves to avoid fingerprints, he entered the house easily and felt confident about the robbery because everything was happening according to his plan. So he was super confident about what is happening. Horace at work, a master at work. The safe was hidden behind a painting in the drawing room. Horace disabled the alarm and began his work. Okay? And however, his hay fever caused him to sneeze repeatedly because of the flowers in the room, leading to an unexpected interruption. He started sneezing, okay? And it became an interruption in the process. The appearance of the young lady. A young woman dressed in red suddenly appeared and spoke calmly to Horace. She claimed to be a family member. Instead of panicking, Horace tried to convince her to let him go. So this is that woman in red. Okay? What happened next? A clever deal. The woman offered to let Horace escape if he opened the safe for her. Right? So the woman is making a pact with Horace, the master criminal, claiming she had forgotten the numbers. Right? But eventually finally we will understand that the woman asked her to rob the safe with the help of Horace, without Horace knowing it. And trusting her, Horace removed his gloves and opened the safe, handing over the jewels. You might have guessed what happened next. The truth revealed. 2 days later, Horace was arrested. His fingerprints were found at the crime scene. The police proved that the woman was not the owner's wife. She was a clever thief who had fooled Horace. Okay? And Horace's final realization. Horace was sent to the prison and worked as an assistant librarian. He realized that there is no honor among thieves and regretted trusting the wrong person. There is no honor or respect among thieves. Okay, a thief is a thief. Okay, he will fool everybody at any cost. Okay, and that is the final realization in the story. Moving on to the next chapter, which is the Midnight Visitor. The Midnight Visitor. It's an interesting story again. We have the author Robert Arthur. Okay, Robert Arthur was an American writer famous for his mystery and suspense stories. Okay, so Robert Arthur is very popular for his mystery and suspense stories. His writing often highlights the intelligence, wit means clever humor, and presence of mind rather than physical strength. Okay, did you understand? In his stories, intelligence and clever humor is given importance than physical strength, muscle power. He is known for surprising endings and clever plot twists or plots. The Midnight Visitor clearly reflects his style, where where the hero defeats the villain through smart thinking. The hero defeats the villain through smart thinking. And we have a beautiful setting in the story, which is the story is set in a small, gloomy French hotel in Paris, mainly in Ausuble's room in the 6th floor. So we have this central character named Ausuble, and the setting of the story is Ausuble's room. It's a small, gloomy French room, and the events take place late at night, midnight, which creates suspense and tension. The quiet surroundings and dark window add to the mystery of the story. And we have the characters. The first one is Ausuble. Ausuble is the main character of the story. He is an American secret agent. He is an American secret agent living in Paris. Though he looks fat, slow, and ordinary, he is extremely intelligent and calm. He is extremely intelligent and calm. Okay? Maybe he will not suit to your popular, intelligence agent imagery created by movies or novels. He's fat, he's slow, but he's extremely intelligent. He uses his presence of mind to outwit or outsmart Max, the villain of the story, without using any weapon. And we have Fowler. Who is Fowler? Fowler is a young writer who accompanies Ausuble. He is curious and romantic and expect to see an exciting spy life. That is why he is accompanying Ausuble, because he wanted to witness exciting life of a secret agent. Through the story, he realizes that intelligence is more important than appearance. That was his realization by the end of the story. And as I have already mentioned, Max is the antagonist of the story, the villain of the story. Max is a rival secret agent. He is slender, means very thin, exact opposite of Ausuble, clever looking and armed with a pistol, and he lacks patience and calm thinking. Almost exact opposite of the character of Ausuble. His fear and quick decisions lead to his downfall. And we have Henry the waiter. Henry is a hotel waiter. He arrived with drinks at the doors, creates situation that Ausuble uses to trick Max. Though he is a minor character, his role is important in the climax. Okay, right. Now let's read a very detailed synopsis of the story. Introduction to the story. The Midnight Visitor is a suspenseful story that shows how quick thinking and intelligence can help a person escape danger. So this is a central idea of the story. How can quick thinking and intelligence can help a person escape from a danger without physical power. The story revolves around a secret agent named Ausuble, his guest Fowler, and an enemy agent named Max. Okay. Fowler's expectations and disappointment. Fowler is the guest of Ausuble, right? And Fowler is a young writer who comes to meet Ausuble, hoping to see an exciting secret agent. So, before visiting Ausuble, Fowler has this mental image of a powerful, good-looking, intelligent-looking, secret agent. But, however, he feels disappointed because Ausuble looks fat, slow, and ordinary. He lives in a small hotel room, not the thrilling place Fowler imagined. Fowler expects adventures but finds only boredom in Ausuble's room. And Ausuble, an unusual secret agent. He's not that tailor-made superhero for you or the super agent for you, secret agent for you, but Ausuble is an American secret agent living in Paris. Though he speaks French and German, he still has an American accent. He looks harmless and lazy. Apparently he is harmless, apparently he is lazy, but he is actually very clever, calm, and experienced. His appearance hides his sharp intelligence. Okay? And entry of Max, the real threat. Suddenly, Max, a rival secret agent, appears in Ausuble's room holding a gun. So he is going to threaten Ausuble. This shocks Fowler and gives him his first real thrill. Max demands an important report about new missiles which could affect world history. He threatens Osable and decides to wait for the report. So this is it's a Mexican stand, it's a dilemma, it's a confusion. And the balcony story, Osable's clever lie. To confuse Max, Osable calmly tells him that someone has entered his room earlier through a balcony under the window. He says the balcony belongs to the next room and has caused security problems before. This story is completely false. It's a cooked up story. It's a made up story by Osable, but Osable tells it confidently, making Max believe it. And the fake police call. When there is a knock at the door, Osable claims that it is the police, whom he had called for extra protection. He says they will enter and shoot if he does not open the door. This lie creates fear in Max's mind and puts him under pressure. Max escape and sudden end. Frightened of the police, Max decides to escape through the window and hide on the balcony. As he jumps out, he screams and falls because there is no balcony at all. It was all a made-up story by Osable. Max meets his friend due to Osable's clever trick. Okay, ready? And the truth revealed. The door opens and it turns out that the knock was made by a waiter. Okay, the person who was knocking outside was a waiter, not the police. Fowler is shocked to learn that Osable had invented both the police story and the balcony story. Osable calmly explains that his intelligence saved them. And conclusion and message of the story. The story conveys that presence of mind, intelligence and confidence are more powerful than weapons and physical strength. This is the whole idea of the story. Osable proves that a hero need not to look heroic. Okay, true bravery lies in quick thinking and smart decision making. And that's all about the story, ladies and gentlemen. And you can scan this QR code to avail free handwritten notes. It's completely free, and you may avail the notes by scanning this QR code. And I have also prepared a chapter test based on the 2 chapters we have learned in this particular video. And do check the description box for the chapter test. It's an MCQ question, when it's an MCQ examination, so you can attend that question and check whether you have understood this chapter thoroughly or not. Also, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.